Hey, welcome to another episode of Saturday Smoker. Today we're going to be doing smoked chicken on the Old Country Brazos. It's a beautiful fall day. Leaves are starting to fall, color's pretty much over, and hunting season's on. I do bow hunt, and I've been doing that for the last week and really enjoying my time out in the woods, seeing God's creation. So let's get to it. We're going to light up the Brazos, and we'll throw on the chicken, and I'll walk you through how I smoke chicken. So hope you enjoy. Okay, so I got the chimney started, getting my coals going. You saw that I loaded a bunch of charcoal in the firebox with a bunch of wood. I'm using a bag of post oak that I had in my garage for a while. I just wanted to use it up, so seems like a good opportunity. I'm gonna try to cook around 300 to 350 on my smoked chicken. I don't really like smoking chicken slow and low because the skin gets pretty much unusable. It's rubbery and nasty, so I usually just bake the chicken like I would in the oven, but I use my smoker instead. And that way I get the great smoke flavor and I get the crispy skin and everything turns out really good. So just a little tip from me to you. I have everything loaded, the charcoal's going, and we will see how it goes. And once the charcoal gets ready to be dumped out of the chimney, I'll get that done, and then I'll start getting the chicken prepped and ready to put on the smoker. And the smoke's already starting to get to my lungs every single time. It's so devastating. At least it doesn't sting my eyes right now. Maybe later. So. So, canola oil. It's cheap, and I always keep a can of it. My wife grabs it from Walmart or Aldi or Meijer. I think it's like 99 cents. Big can. $1.49, something like that. If you have a steel offset smoker and you want to keep it rust free, you need to spray it down with this every time you cook. I do the firebox every time I do a smoke. I spray it down with the canola oil. I have not had a problem with rust at all. Winter's coming up, so I want to make sure that there's a good layer of protection on it. And so I highly suggest canola oil. It's cheap. It works really good. Don't have to put it on your food. I know it's not healthy. Canola oil is not healthy. Tastes good on your food, like fried chicken, but it's not good for you. But it is good for your smoker. So make sure you're spraying down your smoker when you're cooking. It doesn't take much time, and it's not very expensive for preventative maintenance. So just do it. Just do it. So while the smoker's coming up the temp, I want to talk about a little bit about the chicken. We like to spatchcock our chicken, which means that you cut the backbone out and you flatten it out, breaking the breastbone, and you play it on flat. So you have like two halves, and then we cook it that way. We just enjoy it better that way. The smoke penetrates underneath through the meat on the inside, and then also the skin gets nice and crispy. We're going to cook at between 300 and 350, and I'm using post oak and lump charcoal. The chicken will be seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic, and that's about it. So if you watch a lot of smoking videos, or if you've watched some shows on Netflix or other streaming services about barbecuing, you might see people put their splits on top of their firebox, and wonder why is that person doing that? Well, what it does is it applies heat to the wood and allows it to dry out even more before you put it in. It does get pretty hot on top of the smoker, and that helps dry the pieces of wood out even more. So it's kind of like a pre-lighting, whatever you want to call it. It does dry out the wood more, take some of the moisture out, gets it warm, and so when you put the piece of wood in the firebox, it lights up like that. We've had some rain, so I know that the wood has taken in a little bit of water, so I want to make sure that it's
pretty dry before I go in. I do need to get one of those water meters or moisture meters for wood, so I can actually measure and see how it's actually going on my wood rack. So where I get my splits, I buy my splits locally. There's a guy on the north side of our town that sells all kinds of different varieties of wood. He does cherry, oak, maple, and he sells it fairly cheap. I can get a half a face cord for like $40, and that'll last me a long time. So instead of buying the bags where it costs you $20, $30 a bag, $10, $15, $20 a bag, I buy splits and then I split it myself. If the splits are too wide, I'll go and split the wood myself as I need it, or I'll put like this piece. I can just put in there. Now this is relatively wet inside, so this will not be the first piece of wood that I'll put on. I'll let this thing cook on the smoker on the top without direct flame, and then where I'll go, I'll put it on the grate before I even put it into the coals. So try it out. See if you like doing it that way. Otherwise, try your own way. Smoking sometimes is scientific, and sometimes it's trial and error. So I hope that you guys don't take me as an expert as much as just trying new things. That's what cooking's all about in my mind. Trying new things, trying to do things so that they taste better. Smoking food is fantastic. Grilling food is fantastic. Trying different methods, like smoking those wings before I put them on the grill. Man alive, did that turn out good. So, we can try that off and on in different ways. Pork butt. Try a glaze. Try a fruit glaze at the end of your cook or something like that. So I highly suggest you try new things, and we'll just continue on with this cook. So a little change in plans. We decided to use a Jamaican jerk rub on one, and then the salt, pepper, and garlic on the other. That one will be for the kids, and this one will be primarily probably for me, and my wife might try it. So we'll get those on in a second. Alright, chicken's on. Okay, here's a side quest for you guys. My wife loves to make chicken stock from our carcasses, from our grilled, smoked, baked chicken. We do our own chicken stock. So I have the backbones here, unseasoned, that will go on the smoker too. And what we'll do is we'll cook those along with the other spatchcock chickens. And once we have all the carcasses and stuff done, she'll put them in a bag, either freeze it or she'll start the stock tonight. If you have never done chicken stock with smoked carcasses, it's fantastic. It just brings a whole nother layer of flavor to your chicken stock and your chicken broth. And so when you make soup or any other casseroles or anything that calls for chicken stock, use that instead, and it just brings in a whole nother layer of flavor. So another side quest for you. Attempt it if you dare. All right, time to go wash my hands. Look at the moisture coming out of that wood. Hey, the chicken's been on for about an hour. I'm going to give it a quick read on my ThermPro thermometer, and we'll see where she's at. We're shooting for about 165, so we'll get a quick temp and see where we're at. Plus, we get to look at it. Okay, right around 100. We'll keep it going. Okay, we're about an hour and a half into the cook. We're gonna swap spots and twist. That was a little too close. Smoker's hot. Get in there. The breasts are a little bit behind the legs. The legs here are almost done. So I put this, it's a little bit warmer here because the firebox is just so hot you can't really maintain a constant temperature with it. Like when I'm running at 375, 350 here, this just gets so hot. So I'm going to try to move the legs facing that way, try to keep it away from the heat, and get these breasts cooking. So in about 20 minutes, I'm going to flip them over so we get grill mark grilling on the backside too. So yeah, so it's going good. Okay, I'm going to flip them over so that the skin gets a little more crispy. Oh, that looks fantastic. Oh, that leg just pops right off. Can't tell me that doesn't look good. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. There we go. All right, I'm going to get a pan for those little pieces. Those are done. And just keep going. Probably another 20-25 minutes. All right, let's see how she's looking. Get in there. Oh yeah, get in there now. Another 10 minutes and we'll pull them off. Oh yeah, we're good now. Cooking. Oh, she's so tender. Legs are done, so we're just waiting for the breast to catch up. So, all right, another 10-15 minutes. All right, we're gonna swap spots one more time here. I don't know if this is a great idea. I don't know. I don't really want to do that. That chicken over there is just not quite as done as the other one, so I want to get it close to the warmth to get that breast back up to temp. Otherwise, I'm going to end up burning the legs and not getting the breast done. So, a couple more minutes. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to pull the chicken off. It's been a nice little afternoon to do a quick smoke cook. Spatchcock chicken or any chicken is real quick to do on a smoker or a grill. You can do a whole, you can do in parts. It tastes so good. I want you guys to get out and cook. That's why I do these videos. They're easy to do. Chicken is probably one of the easiest things to cook on the grill. Once you get the hang of it, just have a temperature probe or a thermometer handy, and just once in a while give it a look. Because once you get to 165, you're golden, and it's good to go. You can't get sick.
Don't worry about all the germaphobes and all that kind of stuff. Just get it cooked and enjoy. Put some barbecue sauce on it. Put another kind of glaze on it. Have fun. That's what all this is about, guys. I want these videos to be entertaining, kind of. I know I'm not the most entertaining person, but I want them to be informative. I don't necessarily mean educational, but just seeing that, you know, a normal everyday Joe can get out here and throw a piece of meat on the grill and it'll taste good. I highly recommend that you guys try it. Even if you've got a little Weber, who cares? Just get out and cook. Get out of the fast food market and throw some chicken in the basket and bring it home and throw it on the grill. It takes 40 minutes for grilled chicken. This took like 2 hours. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit home, watch some football and drink a beer. You can do this while you're doing that. I'm doing it. Lions are playing Atlanta. So just have fun. That's what all this is about. Let's have some fun and enjoy some good food. So I'll take it off and show you the final pictures of it, and have yourself a great rest of the Sunday. All right, let's get these bad boys off here, huh? Oh, look at the grease come out of that. Woo, baby. Look at that. Oh, it's yummy, huh? Let's make a jerk and a little salt and pepper. So, eat it hot, get it cold, and slice it for sandwiches. And you can't beat grilled chicken. All right. We will see you next week.